Hi there, this is Miss Piombo. Miss Fox and I are here to tell you about your summer reading project. Whether you missed our presentation in the pack or you just want a refresher, we're glad you're here with us. The goals of summer reading are to keep your reading skills sharp over the summer and to help you find books you love. So to that end, we will explain the project and recommend some books for you. For your summer reading, we expect you to read 2 books. They should be books new to you, books you haven't read before, books that haven't been made into a movie unless they're already on the list. 1 book needs to be from the list or by an author on the list. 1 book can be complete free choice. Can that book be from the list? Of course it can. Please read the books by the end of the summer. Fill out the form on the back. And what you need to worry about right now is reading this letter with your parents and return it with the signature to your English teacher. We have many ebook options for you to check out over the summer. If you have a personal iPad or an Android tablet, you can access our Follett ebooks. You can get to those through our Destiny Library catalog or download the Enlight app onto your device. Our Overdrive platform is much more versatile. It works on virtually any device. We haven't come across one yet that didn't work. The directions are posted on the library website, or you can come bring your device to us in the library and we'd be happy to help you set it up. You do need to know your Hillview Library number to access those ebooks on Overdrive. Look for these symbols on our presentation to see which books or which authors are covered on which ebook platforms. We'd like to make sure that you know that a lot of resources are available for you on the Hillview Library website. All of the instructions for ebooks are here under Reading and Ebooks. Also summer reading, any of the papers, if you lose them over the summer, you can download them straight from the website. Our Destiny Library catalog is over here on the right. And the Overdrive ebooks, if you would like to just see what ebooks we have, you can look at that platform right there. When you log into Overdrive, you have several options for finding books. You can just browse through the covers, but one thing that I wanted to point out is that under collections, there are a number of different collections that you might find interesting if you like Rick Riordan, if you like The Hunger Games, but we've also created a collection, Summer Reading for Incoming 7th Graders, and all of those are books that will count as your book from the list. The movie for the wildly popular Maze Runner comes out this fall, so this is your last chance to read it for your Hillview summer reading. It is about a bunch of boys who are surrounded by a maze. They need to escape, but there are strange creatures in the maze that are very, very vicious. We at Hillview are delighted to be hosting author Kenneth Apple. His steampunk masterpiece Airborne is about a boy named Matt Cruz who will someday be an airship captain, but right now he's just a cabin boy. He meets the beautiful heiress Kate DeVries and vows to help her figure out the mystery that her grandfather died investigating. But first, they must battle strange cloud cats and vicious sky pirates. The Boundless is his latest book. It's about Canada's first transcontinental train voyage. Will Everett finds more adventure than he bargained for on board the Boundless. Sure, he expected that there would be swimming pools, saloons, even a circus. But what he didn't expect was to oversee a murder. And now the murderer is making him the next target. Like Percy Jackson, Matt Thorson is the descendant of a god. Unlike Percy, he's known it his whole life. I mean, his name is Thorson after all, and everyone in his town, it seems to be, is the descendant of one of the Norse gods. Matt is a descendant of the Norse god of thunder, you know, the guy with the big hammer. What Matt wasn't expecting was Ragnarok, the apocalyptic battle at the end of the world between gods and monsters. And this time, the gods are sitting it out, and they're letting their descendants do their dirty work for them. Here are 2 novels by master of suspense Neal Shusterman. In Full Tilt, reckless daredevil Quinn disappears at a traveling carnival, and his brother Blake goes to rescue him. But the price of admission is Blake's soul, and the rides come to life. Now Blake must survive 7 rides, like a dragon boat that becomes a real boat on a real ocean during a real storm, or he'll be stuck in the park forever. You will never look at Great America in the same way again. In Everlost, a near-fatal accident sends Nick and Allie to the world known as Everlost, where there are monsters and creatures with strange powers after them. Neither one knows how to either go back to the world of the living or move on to whatever comes next.
One great option in the fantasy category is The Last Dragon Slayer by Jasper Fforde. In the Ununited Kingdom, magic is a part of everyday life. You need a pizza delivered, it arrives by flying carpet. Your plumbing gets clogged, you call a wizard. And Jennifer Strange is the 15-year-old orphan who helps you get that arranged. But magical powers have been fading in recent years. Now a prophecy has been made predicting the death of the last remaining dragon, and Jennifer thinks there is a connection between dragons and magic. It's up to her to figure out how to save magic, and in the process, the future of her kingdom. This book is funny and fast-paced with a punch of political satire, a modern-day fantasy book.
If you like dystopias like The Hunger Games and Divergent, you will love Uglies. Tally Youngblood can't wait for the operation that will make her beautiful so that she can live with all the other pretties in Prettytown. But first, she must travel into the wilderness and betray her friend Shay, who ran away from their city rather than go under the knife. He also wrote Midnighters about a group of teenagers who stay awake through midnight hour that all of the other residents of their town sleep through. They share this midnight hour with strange creatures that mostly leave them alone, at least until new Midnighter Jessica Day comes to town. Cinder is a cyborg, slaving away as a mechanic for her wicked stepmother in futuristic New Beijing. She falls for Prince Kai, and he seems to fall for her, but what would he think if he knew that she were a cyborg? You can see that the series continues to transform many of your favorite fairy tales into science fiction adventures. Daisy Giordano has never wanted to be a cheerleader. What she wants are some psychic powers like her sisters and mom have. But when the cheerleaders start wearing black and falling prey to some strange illness, Daisy goes undercover to try to save them, with the help of her best friend Ryan, a super cutie who has a secret of his own. The aliens that conquer Earth may look like a goofy cross between R2-D2 and E.T. They may have a ridiculous name, the Boov. They may even wear oranges on their feet. But they have guns that make things, big things, city-sized things, disappear. When they order all the humans in America to relocate to Arizona, Gratuity Tucci, also known as Tip, sets out on a madcap adventure to find her missing mother, with the help of a Boov named J-Lo. Steve is on trial for being an accomplice to murder, for his role as the lookout in an armed robbery that turned fatal. Does that make him a monster? Maybe. He's also an aspiring screenwriter who tries to make sense of his situation by writing a play about his experiences in jail and the events leading up to the robbery. This gritty novel is definitely not for the faint of heart, and you can find this and many of Walter Dean Myers' other amazing books, including The Harlem Hellfighters, on both of our ebook platforms.
We have some amazing historical fiction books on your summer reading list. One standout is One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams Garcia, set in the 1960s in Oakland. At the heart of the story are three sisters who are sent from New York to spend a month of summer vacation with their estranged mother in California. Their mother refuses to cook for them or care for them, so the oldest, Delphine, has to do everything. The girls end up spending their days down at the neighborhood community center, where they make new friends, join up with the Black Panthers, and unravel the mystery of their mother. These are the kinds of characters that you won't be able to stop thinking about, and you'll learn more about a fascinating era in American history, too. And even better, the story continues in PSB 11.
When the Germans invaded Norway in World War II, some Norwegians, like Espen's friend Kjell, joined forces with the Nazis, but many more resisted in ways large and small. At first, Espen is just making deliveries for the resistance, but before long he becomes one of the most valuable and dangerous spies for Norway, based on a true story. So that's it. All of these books and many more will be available at your book fair next week. Remember that you have many opportunities to read ebooks over the summer, and please come and talk to us before school is out if you have any questions. We would love to hear from you.